Welcome to Coach Nick's Purposefully Fit podcast. Coach Nick is here to inspire, motivate, and encourage you on your journey toward being purposefully fit. Be sure to visit our website at www.iamnicke.com. That's www.iamnicke.com. Get ready to be purposefully fit with Coach Nick.
Hey everybody. So COVID-19 has come and totally turned the world upside down, right? We are all learning every single day that we have to discover new ways of doing things. We no longer can conduct business as usual. And like, real talk, what's usual even look like? This applies to all aspects of our lives. Like students of all ages are in school virtually. Churches are being conducted in parking lots. Doctors are doing their visits virtually, y'all. We are limiting our face-to-face contact and turning into this more virtual, touchless format. Now, while some things may appear to remain the same, if you plan on leveling up, it's vital, vital, that you change. During the quarantine period, where we were told to go sit down somewhere, but most of y'all were rebellious and didn't sit down. Okay, anyways, I don't know about you, but I had a lot of time to self-reflect. I needed this downtime to reevaluate life, prioritize, and actually do a sanity check between myself and God as it relates to so many things that were on my plate. I needed to level set my spiritual, emotional, mental, and physical life because I'm gonna be really real. I was all over the place, beginning to be all over the place and spiraling out of control. I'm learning more than ever that some interruptions in life are divine appointments from God. Now, you know, I have to say that again. Some interruptions in life are divine appointments from God. That brings us to the next episode in this Level Up or Hush Up series entitled Sift in Order to Shift. Now look, before we tackle this new episode, let's define sift. Sift means to put through a sieve as if to sift flour or to separate, or if by putting through a sieve. To go through, especially to sort out what is useful or valuable. Now, what's a sieve? I'm glad you asked because I know y'all little new age folks don't even know what a sieve is, right? So look, a sieve is a utensil consisting of wire or plastic mesh held in a frame used for straining solids from liquids, for separating coarser from finer particles, or for reducing soft solids to pulp. Now, I'm a visual person. Imagine someone with a wire bowl or even almost like a container. And some of these sieves have handles where you can squeeze them, right? Imagine somebody with this contraption at the beach and they scoop up water and sand and all this other stuff. And they're looking for shells at a beach, right? Now, they begin shaking that thing or squeezing that sieve, and all the liquid and anything that's tiny will fall through the sieve, revealing or leaving the larger items. In this situation, you may discover shells, money, or any other treasures, maybe some creatures, right? Oftentimes, people used to sift flour. This used to be necessary to remove bugs or chaff. When you go to sift flour through the sieve, you actually have to give it a shake or a squeeze, depending on the type of sieve you had, okay? So now that you got the visual, 2020 has been a sieve for many people, y'all. Real talk, it's been a sieve, okay? I know for me, it's been one. Sometimes it not only shook me up, but it squeezed me tight. And if I wasn't careful, and I'm telling you, I oftentimes felt I was going to break. But God, right? As I mentioned earlier, some of life's interruptions can be divine appointments from God to strengthen, to level set us, to draw us closer to Him, to get our attention from all of the distractions we allow to take us off course, or to just quiet us. I mean, really, raise your hand if you were busy. Okay, I see your hand. Keep your hand up if you feel like you are running all over the place and still not getting anywhere. I mean, you're moving, yet you're not making progress. You are doing, yet you don't feel or see the fruits of your labor. If I can be honest with you, and y'all know I am, that's all I know how to do. I felt like that. I felt like I was running and doing things, and God showed me that a good thing done out of season can be a bad thing. Ooh-wee. Look, y'all, that was my pinky toe. Jesus was just stepping on. He was just dancing on my pinky toe, y'all. Now listen, if you're going to level up in life and go higher in your thinking, your personal and spiritual walk, your professional journey, ministry, or whatever, you are going to have to sift in order to shift. You are going to have to go from that stagnant place to being shook up, okay? In order to remove things and people from your life that no longer add value. Remember earlier, when you sift something through a sieve, it removes the things that don't have any value. Now, bear with me for a moment. Has God placed certain things on your heart to do, however, you haven't moved on it yet because, I don't know, you don't have the money, maybe you don't have the time, or just really basic, you just don't even know where to begin? Well, let me help you with my transparency. For everything God initially called me to, I was giving him my objections. Like, Lord, my plate is full. I'm too busy. I don't have time, money, blah, 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 blah. Isn't it funny how we try to tell God what we can't do, what we don't have, when he knows all things and he provides all things? Okay, maybe it's just me. I know God be cracking up at me like, girl, please have some receipts. Anyways, during this pandemic, yes, in the midst of a pandemic, y'all, in the midst of an exhausting start to 2020, God has still been speaking to me and showing me that my time was tied up in things I was no longer in season for me to continue. My money and my potential to increase my money was tied up in being comfortable where I was professionally, spiritually, mentally, emotionally. Does any of this sound familiar? Okay. God showed me the moment I sifted, I would shift. Okay? Stay with me. I'm going somewhere. This isn't just a catchphrase or a cliche. This is about practical application that will lead to elevation. Let me run back 2020 real quick for myself, y'all. I lost my father unexpectedly in January, and that literally rocked my world. February, in the beginning of my grieving, when it didn't make no sense, y'all, I registered for a boot camp to obtain a professional certification. I repeat, the beginning of my grieving, it did not make sense. The timing did not make sense in the natural, but stay with me. Between February and April, I took this boot camp. Between April and June, I started preparing for this exam. During that same time frame, I gained 22 pounds between January and June from grief, stress, anxiety, and so much more. Between March and October, okay, the pandemic came, shut us down. I was working from home full time and teaching our kids because they had to finish their school year. Now, while I'm grateful, y'all, because I know many didn't have that opportunity, I'm going to tell you that was not an easy feat at all. It was exhausting. In the midst of that, I'm still serving in ministries virtually and some in person. June, I decided, look, I'm going to reclaim my health because I didn't like what I saw or how I felt. From February to present day, y'all, I sat with God. I cried with God. I prayed to God. I fussed. Oh yeah, y'all, I fussed. I was fussing, y'all. And I praised God during all of this. I took a back seat to some things. I had to take a sabbatical or a Selah period. And this is a moment of pause because a lot was going on and I had to sit back, step back from things and people. I had to level set. I had to get off this hamster wheel so I could clear my head and really grieve and process life. But in that time, during these interruptions, during this sifting, God showed me it was time to let certain things and relationships go. Now, God being God, revealed from the sifting that he was positioning me to shift and not merely replace things from apple to apple. Oh, no. When God does a thing, he sure enough does a thing. He was showing off, y'all. He allowed me to level up. During the sifting, my relationships shifted. During the sifting, my income shifted. I passed that certification exam in July and obtained that professional certification. I got a promotion. I started another business. I have been leveled up because I didn't allow 2020 to break me. Y'all, I had gained 22 pounds in 5 months, but I have lost 60 pounds since then, okay? And so rather than allowing 2020 to tear me down, rather than it to flip me inside out, I allowed it to serve as a sieve so that it could help sift me, okay? I don't know about you, but that got me excited. This has not been an easy year, but it's been a necessary year. And now look, I want to say this. I share my testimony not to brag, but to inspire, motivate, and encourage you to know that God intended you to level up. And if you're going to level up, you have to embrace the sift so that you can shift. God wants you to do a new thing, y'all, and he wants to do it in you. And you cannot go higher. I repeat, you cannot go higher if you remain in the same place, out of season. When we stay in a thing, when God has clearly called us to a new thing, we are being disobedient. We will cause ourselves undue stress and frustration. And we will be in this hamster wheel running hard, y'all, and going nowhere. More importantly, we're blocking the blessings for people who are supposed to be in that place in this season. And we're delaying helping the people we're supposed to help when we aren't in place where God called us to be. I don't know who this is for, but your shift is contingent on the sift. It may not feel good, but it's necessary. It's a piece of the puzzle. It is a necessary part of the process. God will not bring you to a thing without bringing you through it. You were built for this. Whatever God called you to, he equipped you to do it. So sift. Take inventory of your relationships, your career, your involvement in ministry, the ventures you've been sitting on, and prepare to shift. No, never mind. Don't prepare. Just shift. Don't delay. Shift so that you can level up or hush up. All right, I'm done. God bless.
You have been listening to the Purposefully Fit podcast with Coach Nick. Visit her on the web at www.iamnicke.com. Spread the word to help others get purposefully fit by subscribing to this podcast. Thanks for listening to this episode of the Purposefully Fit podcast with Coach Nick.